And then I'm like, well, she's talking to you guys. And next thing you know, we keep shooting from half court. We're missing. We're making some of our shots, and we're missing some of them. But I can tell that the way that we're shooting shows that we are improving. That we improved our shots. And she's like, okay, now I want you guys to put a little bit more icy hot on under your armpits, and then after that, take 5 more shots, then wipe it off, then shoot again, and see what the difference is. So we did that. Next, we wipe it off, and then our big man, the power forward, he's like I think 6'4", and then he like shoots a 3 without the icy hot on, and he makes it. And power forwards don't shoot threes; they're just like in the paint area. So he shoots it and he makes it, and then the coach is like, "Now I need my center shoot from half court." Next, he shoots, he makes it. Centers don't really shoot from that far. They only shoot from either the box area or the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, she asked me to shoot it. That wasn't a problem because
But, you missed it.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I make it, and she's like, "Do it again." And I'm like, "Okay." So I shoot the next time, and then I miss it, and she's like, "Okay, so you missed." And I'm like, "All right, I'll do a down and back." And she's like, "Okay, good." I do a down and back. I come back, and then she says, "Shoot it again." I shoot it. I make it, and next thing you know, she says, "Okay, so can you guys tell me why you guys didn't follow Jemai?" And they were all confused. And then she was like, "You realize if one of your players goes through a punishment, you all do."
Follow you going down and coming back.
Yep. So if I run, they run. Mm-hmm. So, and then she's like, "You know what? Okay. Everyone except Jemai, down and back."
What does that build in a team?
It builds a bond, trust. It's like a chain. It's like for our chain, when we first played together, it was full of rust. It was not holding together strong. It would break automatically. It wasn't strong at all. But once we continue to play together, hang out more, see each other's characters, the rust on that chain started to flake off, and it started to turn into a gold chain where it was so strong it can't break.
I thought Layla taught us in one of these broadcasts, or maybe it was you, about trusting your teammates. That I thought that when you become a team, you begin to trust each other. Yeah. You do things together, but you were saying that you didn't have that level of trust with everybody on the team.
It's like what I had to do is like I had to put my feelings aside with me having problems with everybody else and put the game first. Mm-hmm. Because if I would have put my feelings first, we would have lost every game. Because like if I'm like, I was the point guard, and point guards run plays, they make plays, and they make their own decisions.
You're calling the plays?
Yes. Well, it's not like our own plays.
Unless
like,
the coach says,
yes,
go do this.
Yes, it's like, call play 4 or 5.
But do you call plays on your own without the coach?
Yes, that builds trust between me and the coach.
Yeah, and the team.
Yeah. So they know if I'm like, leading them to the gold, basically. And once they see that, then they'll have more trust in me, knowing that, if I follow what he says, then we're obviously going to score. We're obviously going to win. And that's what happened. Yes, I did have problems with all the other players and whatnot at the time. But still, at that moment, once I step foot on the basketball court, all of my feelings are left off of it.
Because the goal is to win the game.
Exactly.
And so all these other interpersonal stuff has got to go.
Yeah.
Now, does that happen with everybody? Someone has a personal issue and they won't let it go, and you can see it affecting the game. How do you handle something like that, or you don't see that?
So, like, what I do is, one of my best friends, he was on the basketball team with me. He was, and I can tell he had a lot going on and stuff like that. So, he would talk to me about it, and he would tell me that, "Yo, Jemai, I'm going through a lot right now. I don't think I can play." And I'm like, "Okay, so if you think you can't play, then try your best to play." Mm-hmm. And I understand all this anger that you have, but instead of letting that anger sit inside of you, let that anger out while making shots and playing basketball to make you better. Next thing you know, we start our game. I think we're down like 20. And the coach,
Ooh.
yeah, that's not a lot, but, and the coach is like, remember the icy hot, because we put it under our armpits and stuff, so it helped us shoot. Next thing you know, me and my best friend get pulled aside from the assistant coach, and then he's like, what are you guys doing? You guys need to lock in for real. Like, I seen you guys play basketball at the park, and like, where's all that flashy passes, and like, where's all that coming from? And he's like, I don't know, I guess we're just off right now. Well, and then he's like, okay, so if you guys are off right now, then you guys need to be on right now. Like, turn on the jets, like, hurry up, let's go. So next time we go back on, and we're just moving. Like, we are moving.
That quick talk
Yeah.
ignited something in you guys?
Yeah. Because it's like, I understand I was a point guard, but I can't do everything. I can't. Like, I understand there are some point guards out there that can, carry their team and stuff like that, but I can't do everything. Because at this time, they had 5 players on their team that were over 6 foot. They were over 6 foot. Mm-hmm. And if I would want to go for a layup in the paint, I would get blocked. Every time. I would get blocked. I think I got blocked 4 times. Mm-hmm. Because my team was slacking and I had to pick up their slack. And next thing you know, after that, we're moving. Me and my best friend. I'm throwing the passes like bullets. Like, instead of throwing the pass with 2 hands, I'm just chucking it with 1 hand. Oh. I'm going, like, it's bouncing. Like, the way that I'm throwing it is like I'm rolling my hand under it, so where it will spin, and when it hits the ground, it will spin back towards him.
I see it.
But
no, I gotta believe it.
It's like, and then that was just going back and forth between us. And then after the game, we did win by 1 point.
You were down by 20.
Yep.
You came all the way up to 20. Then you hit 21.
Yep.
Was that in overtime or just regular time?
Regular time.
How do you make up 20 points? How many minutes did you have left?
I think we had like 3 minutes left.
What, 3 minutes? But you can't make up 20 points in 3 minutes.
The way that the shot clock works is that if a foul is called, the shot clock will stop.
Yeah.
And you'll get your free throws. So most of our shots were based on free throws, layups, and a couple of 3-pointers. Mm-hmm. So we did that, and then the coach seemed upset. Like that. I mean, I understand we got a win, but she was upset, and I was confused. I'm like, why? What's wrong with the coach? And she's like, I don't know, bro, but we got to go back to the locker room. She says now. Next thing you know, she says, everyone in the locker room now. She goes to the locker room. The whole gym is silent, and we're at home. Everyone is silent, and they're like, ooh, y'all in trouble.
That came from the people in the
stands?
stands?
That came from the kids in the stand and all of that. And next, we go in the locker room, and she says, I need everyone to take off their jerseys and put it on a desk. And I'm like, oh, don't tell me someone's getting cut. And then she's like, and I know what y'all thinking. No one's getting cut, but y'all just need to see something. Now, she says, now I want you guys to look at these jerseys. What is different from them? And we're like, the numbers, and that's it. And then she's like, exactly. The numbers, and that's it. But you wear the same jerseys, and you guys are a family. You guys are a team. I understand Jemai and his best friend were catching up, but you guys have to follow them. Because we can't just have 2 or 1 person carrying this team.
So that contributed to only winning by 1 point?
Yes.
So what was that about? They were jealous of you? They were not following you. They had their own ideas regarding what plays need to be played.
It's just that the way that me and my best friend play, the way that we play, we have a mixture of old school basketball and new school basketball.
Don't know the difference.
So old school basketball, you'll see a lot of hook shots and behind the back passes and really tall guys moving really fast. But in the new era of basketball, you have far shots, you have 3-pointers, you have ankle breakers, you have crossovers, you have spin moves, you have all these new things that are entering this basketball world. So we put all those things together to make that generation of basketball for our team. And next thing you know, she says, I am glad we got the dub. I'm glad. But at the same time, I know we can do better.
And did you guys all say to each other, she's right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So what were you going to do in the next game to do it differently or doing it better?
We were going to do way better. Then the next day we had practice, and everyone showed up early, probably 3 hours early. And we all played, and we were all playing basketball in the gym, teaching them. Because people, at that moment, some of the kids in the gym didn't have the same style that me and my best friend had. Mm-hmm. They were taught basketball a different way. So that's why the slack was so different. That's why the speed was so different. But next thing, we were all in the gym just training really hard. Next thing you know, the coach comes in with a bag, and she says, what in the world are y'all doing in the gym this early? And she was happy the way she said it. And she was and then we all yelled, we're training to be better. We just yelled it. And she was shocked. She was like, who are y'all yelling at? And then we were just like, oh, my bad. And she was like, nah, I like that. So next thing you know, we do a down and back, and we just keep going down and back. Next, she realizes we have more stamina than we had before.
Your down and backs were done by you guys. You called it. She didn't call it.
Nope, it was us. Next thing you know.
And that's what she walked in and saw.
Yeah, that's why
she asked the question.
Yep. Then she said, hold on, guys, I'll be right back. I need to go to my car. Then she goes to her car, and she gets a suitcase. I don't know what's in the suitcase.
All this symbolism.
I was kind of scared that she got a suitcase. Next thing you know, she opens the suitcase, and she calls our names one by one. Jacob, you're first. He comes up. She opens the suitcase. Next thing you know, it's New Jerseys. It's New Jerseys. And the good part is they're a solid color. And I was so happy that they were a solid color. It was black and gold.
Okay, so was this team at your school?
Yep.
Oh, so they have the budget to be able to do all this.
Yeah, because we had a lot of fundraisers and we would win a lot of competitions and earn money from them.
Okay.
But it was black and gold. He got his jersey, but everyone had to turn around while he got his jersey. Next thing you know, another player came up, got his jersey, and next thing you know, I realized that my name didn't get called, and my best friend's name didn't get called, and I'm like, wait, are we getting cut? Wait, what's going on?
That's every time something major like this happens, they ask the question: are we getting cut? Why is that a constant?
Because the way that basketball works, it's strict. It's like boot camp. If you don't follow orders, or if you step out of line, you're out. You're gone. That's the same thing with basketball. It's like if you have under it's what are they called?
Underperforming?
No, it's like something you wear under your shorts.
Undergarments?
No, they're like leggings for guys. I forgot what it's called.
We'll call it leggings for guys.
That sounds so weird though. It'll come back to me. And then it's like if you cut one of the leg sleeves off just so you can have one, you'll get cut for that. That's how basketball is. But me and my best friend's names didn't get called. And she's like, all right, everyone turn around. We turn around and everyone's looking at their jerseys. They're hyping up. They're excited. But then everyone looks at me and my best friend and we're like, yeah, we didn't get our jerseys. I think we're getting cut. And then she's like, no, you're not getting cut. Your jerseys are behind me. It's just, I'm proud of what you and your best friend have taught this team and what you're bringing to the table. Because
if you knew how she felt about you, and I think and your friend, why do you keep defaulting? She's going to cut us. She's going to cut us, and she knows you're of value to the team.
Because sometimes she doesn't show her full feelings to us. Because coaches are always strict. They never show their real feelings to their players. Unless they're have a really good bond with them, like you said before. But that's why we would, get worried if we're getting cut or not. But yeah, next, we get our jerseys. Everyone's hyped. And she goes right back to yelling. And she's like, I don't know what y'all excited for. Yeah, y'all showed up to practice 3 hours early. Y'all still gonna stay for an extra hour. So next, we like, oh, all right. So, and then she knows that we're upset about that because we're tired. So, and she's like, you realize you guys aren't having an actual practice. You guys are going to have a scrimmage practice. Now, a scrimmage means that
you're playing against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we get hype about that because, we don't have to, do anything crazy. We get to have fun. And then she's like, and I don't want you guys to do our plays. I want you to create your own. Create your own. Find something new. Next, we start playing. She starts taking notes and seeing the plays that we're doing. Next,
and where do you get the other plays from?
The NBA.
And so do you then say, okay, that's going to be play, you give it a number, you keep adding on the different numbers?
Yep.
And so it's from watching the other professional games. Did you hear the coach, the Olympic basketball coach for the United States talk? She was at the convention last night, talked to the country.
I mean...
Or do you know who the person is?
No, I do not. Okay. But I did see the Golden State Warriors coach there. I did see LeBron's coach there, Embiid's coach. I saw them, and they were really chilled they were chilled that whole game. I think they knew they were gonna win that. But
so this coach, female coach, was your coach last year, right? You didn't give us a framework as to when
it was my freshman year. So
your freshman year.
No, yeah.
Did she continue after that year, or
after that her job was basically done, and next we didn't have a coach. Then the next day they found a coach, and then that's when the whole incident with my best friend passing away, Chris, and all that happened. But she did teach us a lot. She still did come to our games and stuff like that. She almost got kicked out one time for yelling, saying, she was coaching us from the stands, and you can't really do that. But yeah.
Well, she no longer was your coach, but she still was coaching you from the stand. Is that what you're saying? And did you? And who took her place?
It was, I think he was 6'5". He was tall. Where are all these tall people coming from?
You hear how he describes most of the people. He doesn't use names. He says, "Oh, the guy that was 6'5". Oh, the guy that was 6'7". Oh, the guy. We don't know who that guy is. So so basketball is next to drama. Are they equal? Is drama higher than basketball? Which one is the preeminent one that you like?
That I like more? I guess basketball more.
Why do you love basketball more?
it has a different feeling to it. It's like once you're checking into the game and you first touch the court when everyone's watching you, everyone's cheering for you, you just get that like this fuel of adrenaline just pumping in your heart, and it just makes you want to play even more. And same thing for acting. It's like once you're practicing with your team about the song or whatever, and you're doing it in front of an audience, then that adrenaline still pumps in your heart, making you want to act even better.
So I couldn't be an actor because I don't really retain a lot of things. If you're going to be a singer, sing multiple songs, you're going to be a basketball player, knowing the plays, you've got to be able to have the capacity to retain. So are you good in your acting of knowing your lines? For example, I've heard actors say, I had to learn my line that day. They rewrote the whole script. I studied the night before. I knew what I was going to do. Now they just rewrote the script. Do you have the ability to read a script and have it in your head and then act it out?
Yep. That's what we had to do. I mean, we didn't have, like, as soon as we got our scripts for the first time, we didn't have to memorize it, like, right away. We could take our time. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to keep holding my script during practice. So I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to learn all of them. So I learned all of my lines, and the music teacher's, like, surprised and stuff like that. She was, like, curious. I'm like, yeah, I learned all my lines. And she was like, but it's the first day of practice. Why'd you learn all your lines already? And I told her, and just like, just in case, just for like, and it's a challenge for myself. And then this one time she she did like this practice drill with us, and it was that she wanted us to cry. And some people couldn't do it, and I did do it, but it took me like 2 to 3 minutes to do it. But everyone else, some did it, some didn't. And then she like wondered like how I did it so fast. And I told her, I'm like, the real reason why I could cry so easily and so fast is because I think about my hurt inside.
You said cry?
Yeah, cry. Like to fake cry, or I think about what has happened to me with my mom, or I think about her, or I think about good memories with her. And that just makes me sad, and I'll start crying. That's how some actors cry, or they just have this talent to just cry, But yeah.
Wow. It's a lot. So where are the similarities in acting and playing basketball, being the point guard? If there are any similarities.
There's similarities with playing basketball. I mean, if you are the lead of a play, you're basically the point guard in basketball. Because everyone is focused on you and what you're doing, just like basketball. Everyone's focused on you to make something happen. And it depends. If you make something happen, everyone will see you for that as a good actor. But if you make something happen in basketball, everyone will see you for that as a good point guard, as a good playmaker, as a good scorer. So I think that is actually, no, there's one thing too. Stage fright. Because for I remember I had my first stage fright for playing basketball. It was so bad. But with stage fright, sometimes you don't want to go out on stage because you're nervous of the crowd and stuff. Same thing with basketball. You don't want to go out and play basketball in front of all those people because you'll get scared.
Same thing with a preacher. You don't want to go out and preach if you don't really have your stuff really tight.
Yeah.
Could you put him on a single shot and take my shot down for a second? Do you think people could handle taking that much of him by himself? With me there, they can look at me, but now they're just looking at you. Oy, 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 oy. So I'm learning a lot. listening to you talk. I have not been to any of your games. So, do you have the list of your games yet? Oh, you haven't gone back to school yet.
No.
When do you go back?
September.
Right after Labor Day that week.
I don't remember, but
Don't,
it is.
don't
in
they send you a
September.
notice in the mail saying get yourself to school?
No.
You're supposed to
We
know
get
from last year.
we get emails. We get emails. We don't get mail sent anymore.
So, are you trying to say I'm old? Somebody said to me you sound like Falacia sneezing into the microphone. Somebody said at the meeting last night, Bruce, people do not use tickets anymore. They do all this stuff online. Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, well, shut my mouth. So, similarities when you're acting, just like you have a coach in basketball, don't you have what's the term for the
Director.
director? So don't you have a?
Yep.
Is your director strong or playful?
Both. And some like she's an acting teacher, so of course she's gonna have that fun side. But when things get serious, then she's gonna get serious.
And so, does your coach for the drama director? Is she like a mentor or no?
Yeah.
But your coach wasn't like a mentor.
Nope.
So, what's the difference between the two, and how does your drama coach connect with you?
Because she knows like our side of either why we're doing drama club or what makes us want to do it. But for the coach side, he might understand why we're doing basketball or what we want to do with it. He just wants to make sure that we're growing as a person, as in making each other stronger together or separately. So those are the differences between those two.
So, when you go back to school, you're going to send us or give us or email us, not give us, not send us, email us your games. And also, will you know your plays up early as to how many you have for the year? And you'll know that, won't you?
Yeah.
So how many plays do you think you'll have this year? And how many you're going to be in? Because you're not in every play.
27 plays at least.
Oh, Lord. 27? Yeah. Okay, but it's not the same drama team performing in all those plays. That's too much. I would say if you get one out of me, you're doing well.
You mean like, yeah, 7 basketball plays? Yeah, that's easy.
27. Let's go back.
Oh, you talking about drama?
I'm talking about drama.
Oh,
27 games.
We only do 3.
Oh,
it's always 3. It's always 3.
So how long does it take from start to rehearsing to having to play to finish? How long a span of time is that?
3 months. 3 months.
3 months of investing.
Yep. Because like we learn the songs, we act, we build sets, and then we perform, and that's it.
We build sets? You guys do it?
Yeah, we build them. We don't buy them. All we do is just get the wood, cut it, saw it, and then we drill it so it can go together. So we can make lockers. Sometimes we paint so we can make it actually look like the scenery. Sometimes we have like this junk box where we go into it and we use the things inside of it to make the props for the scenes and stuff like that.
That sounds like
it's like an art club basically. It's like art club.
It's a lot of dynamics. It's memory work. It's discipline.
Yep.
It's showing up. Can you make yourself cry?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna cry on Friday?
No.
Oh, okay. If I ask you to cry on Friday to fake like you're gonna miss us,
I'll think about it.
So how does an actor make themselves cry? How do you do that? I think you gave me some of it out here the other day, but how do you do that as an actor?
Okay.
Do you have to think of somebody like me and say,
Yeah, if I thought of you, I would laugh, not cry. But for me, it's like what I do is just if I'm like saying a line, I won't look at the person. I'll like look down while I'm talking to them, and I'll just sit there, and I'll just start crying because I start thinking about. Because I'm not, like, when I want to start crying, I don't think about what I'm doing right now. I think about my mom or something that makes me happy.
mm-hmm. Wait. Something that makes you happy also causes you to cry?
Like,
Why not something tragic could make you cry?
because then it would be a different type of cry.
What kind of a cry is that?
So in acting, there's two types of cries that a director might want: a dramatic cry or a soft cry. A dramatic cry is when if you're in a scene where someone dies in front of you, then that's where the dramatic cry will come in. But if you're just talking to them and something that they say hurts your feelings and you respond back, they would want a soft cry.
So when you're involved in a scene
Mm-hmm.
and you die, have you ever died before in a scene?
Nope. Well, actually, yes, I have.
Okay. So once you die, first of all, were there women on the scene?
Like when I died,
When you died, were there female actors?
yes.
So was there a part of this where they had to bring you back to life?
Nope. I was the bad guy, so they were happy I died.
Oh, okay. But did any of the ladies say, so that he'll be prosecuted and go to jail, we need to bring him back to life?
Nope.
So no one volunteered to resuscitate you?
Nope. They wanted me dead.
Oh, okay.
They wanted me dead.
So once you're on the stage and you're dead,
Mm-hmm.
do they have to tell you stop breathing because people can see you?
Oh, I know how to stop breathing.
How do you do that?
It's not that hard.
You got to stop
Your stomach from
Right,
pumping.
right, 'cause-
It's easy. You just don't do it.
Renee, do you know how to stop yourself from? You're dead, but
Slow breaths, really slow breaths out your nose. Close your mouth. Look either this way, where the audience cannot see your face, or you can look towards them, so it'll make it more believable. So what you do, you close your eyes, close your mouth, but you can breathe through your nose, but do not breathe heavily. Breathe really slowly.
yeah, my stomach's not moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Because sometimes I like to, when I'm tired and I need to catch a nap, I want to fall down and act like something's wrong, so Renee will leave me alone. Okay, so we have 3 opportunities to see one of your plays.
Yes.
And how long are your plays? Because I have to.
Depends on the movie.
Are you gonna do the hair play?
Hairspray?
Hairspray.
I mean, I should have my dreads by then, so yeah.
But you have to talk to the drama to the woman and to say, look, I'd like us to do this. Right?
I mean, it's her decision. I mean, we can't get a vote on it, but it's still her decision and stuff like that. But
What role would you play in hair, whatever? What role would you play?
Link,
And Link is the main theme.
the male.
Of course, he's going to want to have the main part.
Yeah, he's the male main character that has a girlfriend and yeah.
Okay. It is 12:46.
6.
I don't know how you did that quicker than me. Okay, so it's 12:46, and there was another question I wanted to ask you, unrelated to basketball, unrelated to you leaving on Friday, and unrelated to drama. And I can't pull it.
Drums.
Drums?
Is that it?
No. I'll beat you in that.
No, you're not.
Oh, so you, myself, and Pastor Hobbs, this is off the topic, if it's okay with you.
Good.
You, Pastor Hobbs, and I were in the corridor, and we were talking about getting a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
And one of you, it wasn't me, one of you said that a haircut can cost $100 today.
Yeah. So, the barber shop down there that I usually go to, as soon as I went this one time, it cost me $50 to get a haircut, like a regular classic haircut.
Did you know that when you walked in?
Nope.
How much did you think it was going to cost?
As much as I paid before, 15.
Okay.
Next thing you know, I look on their chart that's in the front of the mirror, and it says, "Oh, design extra $15, and advanced design $20, and then full total of that together $100." So I'm not going back there no more.
Okay. So there was a period of time when I would actually cut my own hair. I have the clippers and everything at the house, and I just have the mirror that I look in the mirror, look at the mirror behind me. I do it, and I come in, and people say, well, I don't know if they're lying, but they're saying your hair looks nice.
I'm joking.
So why wouldn't you just cut your own hair, keep it short?
Yeah, for me, yeah, I'm gonna get
And
my
a beard
own.
is extra. If you're gonna shape your beard,
Yeah.
that's extra.
Yeah, it's extra. I think it's like an extra 40.
My barber says to me, my barber charges me 20, and I'm gracious, and I give him 25. And about 2 months ago, I said, "Could you come over here, please?" He said, "Yes. Can I help you?" I said, I don't want to be cheating you. I know that the prices for haircuts go up, and is this correct? He says, "I love having you sit in my chair." He just talks to me for 3 hours. And he stops cutting my hair and starts talking to me. So that's all he's going to get is $25. Why wouldn't you cut your own hair and keep it low and do your own beard?
For me,
You could take some of the beard off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And put it up here on the
I-
mustache
I-
with glue.
I already have
Okay.
a mustache up here. I mean, I want mine to look like yours, but
You'll get there. But how can you, Renee? You can put me back on. I think I've gone through what I was going through. You're not going to pay $100 for a haircut.
of course not.
Okay, so what are you willing to pay for a haircut? I might have a good barber for you.
20. Same thing I've been paying before. 20.
Honestly, I don't think you're gonna find a $20 barber.
Really?
Where was that $20 barber? The same place.
Yeah.
But the prices have gone up, so you're not gonna find that.
I can go to one in Randolph, or I can just like get my own clippers off Amazon and just But I'm not gonna be cutting off like all of my hair on my head because I'm gonna be starting my dreads soon.
Oh, your dreads.
Yeah.
So if you start your dreads,
Mhm.
you want your hair to grow out long, so you're not going to a barber then.
Nope.
But what about shaping this?
I can do that myself.
So you're good. You'll be good. You'll be saving money.
Yeah.
Now, if you decide not to do that play, which person has the dreads, if you do another play, will the director say, Jemai, you got to cut your hair?
Imagine if my music teacher said that to me. I would be so upset.
Yeah, but if you were going to fit into the part in the play.
The thing is, it's not like that. Like, the only time people will only, like, actually cut their hair for a scene is if you're, like, doing a movie in Hollywood that's going to be produced for an actual movie. This is, like, high school, so you don't have to really do anything to your hair. And especially if I have dreads and the movie is called Hairspray, then, of course, I'm going to be spraying my hair with hairspray.
Well,
Or fake hairspray.
My last comment, I don't know how you've talked 12 minutes and 51 seconds. You did pretty good today. But in honor of your last day here on Friday, in honor of that day, today, Renee and I are going to the tattoo parlor. And we're going to have a tattoo with Jemai on our wrist.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Mine will be in black.
Don't do that.
What color are you choosing, Renee?
Don't do that.
Look at her. Look at the expression on her face. Okay, well, all three of us will go to the tattoo parlor.
I already know what I'm getting for my first tattoo.
I think I know what it is.
What is it? You're not going to guess it, but what is it? Oh, you're so annoying.
Okay,
No.
let me before you tell us, boyfriend and girlfriends
Oh, God.
put tattoos of each other on their necks, right? Or I know people do this. And I'm going, and the relationship is over. The young lady's gone. The guy's gone. You still got the tattoo. Does that make any sense to you?
People are kind of dumb.
So if you think people are kind of dumb, do you have a tattoo of your special person?
Yeah, it's on my back. I got like her full name, just like going down my back. No, I'm playing. No. But what?
Hey, I thought he was serious. we were gonna tie you down and pour alcohol on and brush it
It would
off.
rub
How
off.
do you take a tattoo off? Because they tell me it's painful.
You can either go back in and they'll remove it, or you can get it lasered off. The lasering off is more painful. It's more painful.
You can actually take it off.
Yes.
No signs of it at all.
No, you will actually it's like heat, like tapping your skin. It's like a laser tapping your skin.
How can you?
People have high pain tolerances.
You can what?
People have high pain tolerances. They can take it. But for me, I just want my mom's name in cursive letters on my forearm, and that's it. That's all I'm getting.
How much is the you're gonna use?
How much of it? Probably to my elbow, down to my 2 fingers of my wrist, and that's it. Because I already know this part of my wrist is gonna hurt. So
Why is that gonna hurt?
because this is the sensitive spot of a human's wrist, because their vein is here. And yeah.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
Yep.
Why can't you go to the store and have the store make up like your mom's name? You can put the paper on.
No, I would do
You
that.
can paint it, and then when it wears off, you can do it again. Wears off, you do it again. But it's just not permanent.
But the thing is, why would I want to do it where it comes off and I have to do it again and again when it can just stay there?
Because I guarantee you that once you put your mother on your right wrist, that is going to want her name on your left one.
Not gonna.
Right?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think she is the type. She is the type to say something like that.
If you have your mother on the right, I want to be on the left.
God.
And if you came back to see us
And I had
you had those two, Renee and I are going to say, we want ours underneath, on the right and the left. So you can say, Mom, Babe, Pastor Wall, and Renee.
all I'm getting is my mom's name, and that's it. Yeah, I might get a Bible verse on my calf, and that's it.
That's how it starts.
That's it. That's all I might get. 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 Just
Do you have friends who are tattooed all over?
no.
Oh. Alrighty then. Well, our time is about up. You have you talked so much. I didn't have a chance to put any of my concerns on the table, but maybe the next time we do this, I can thank you for your contribution to my knowledge of basketball and trauma. And again, I'd love to go to one of your games and I'll be in the stands. Now, if I start yelling too much or too loud, I can cause your team to have a technical foul.
Why would the tech be against us? If we didn't do anything wrong, that's on you.
Well, they can't tech a person in the stand. Did you see Caitlin, the
Caitlin Clark?
basketball?
Caitlin Clark?
Yes. She received her 4th or 5th technical foul.
5th.
And all she did is banged on the rim of the basketball.
Like the back of the basketball
It's
pad.